It seems like Tesla is not playing games and they are actually pulling back incentives. This could only mean one thing, and that demand is up. People are placing their orders. And let's talk about the first incentive that they have pulled back on. But Tesla, it seems like demand is actually working and they are starting to pull back on incentives. Tesla, it appears, was not lying in that they've released all the incentives that they want to release, and now they will start to pull back as demand is up as we get closer to September 30th, because September 30th, the $7,500 federal tax credit ends. So you must take delivery if you're looking to do that and capture the $7,500 federal tax credit. And so Tesla just quietly downgraded the free supercharging offered for the Tesla Model 3. This is the first sign that they are pulling back on incentives. Got to give a big shout out to Sahil from our Discord, super secret Discord down below in the description, where they talk about deals and everything all the time. This is a reduction of the supercharging offer because it was 18 months when you pay cash. Now it is 1 year of free supercharging. So it's been reduced. But I mean, a lot of people are saying that this is not necessarily a huge thing because, of course, this is with cash orders only. But really the loophole with this is that if you buy with a credit union, that's essentially the same thing as cash to Tesla. And so you could have got the 18, which is essentially 1.5 or 1.5 years of free supercharging, which if you were to put a value on it, I mean, we've got our first Tesla that has ever had free supercharging. And of course, it's on the most inefficient, biggest Cybertruck or biggest battery Cybertruck, which of course we've been pummeling it with the supercharging to see how much we can actually get. And retail value in our first month of owning it, we've been able to extract $600 of retail supercharging. When I say retail, because retail, when you pay at the supercharger, is like 50 cents a kilowatt for charging. And so that's what I'm basing that on. If I were to look at it from our home cost, which is anywhere from 25 cents to 30 cents, then it's about $200 to $300, which is, hey, still good. But then you do have to factor in the time when you go to free supercharging. But this is interesting because, as Tesla said on the earnings call, they have released all of the different incentives that they want to release for the Model 3 and the Model Y, and that Americans, people that are looking to buy, should buy your Tesla ASAP because as production has been reduced, as deliveries start to happen, as estimated delivery dates get pushed out because more people are looking to place an order, then they will start to pull back on incentives. So this is the first sign, and of course it's the Model 3, so I'm not sure if I would be completely alarmed about this, but hey, that's not to say maybe in the first week of August, as Tesla rolls into the second month of the quarter, we start to see a reduction for incentives on the Model Y. I'm not sure which one they could take off, maybe like the free upgrade of eligible inventory. But I mean, if you take a look at Tesla inventory right now, I mean, there is not too many vehicles that actually do have the free option credit in regards to the Model Y rear wheel drive. If you're looking for the all-wheel drive, of course, there's going to be plenty, if not more, because they have demo vehicles of the all-wheel drive because they were the first test drive vehicles, and that's where you'll see anywhere from discounts from $2,000 to $3,000. And of course, I know a lot of you out there, if you're looking at placing your order, if you're going to be locking in to get into the order queue, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving added to your Tesla vehicle. If you're already buying full self-driving, then using our Tesla referral code does support the channel down below in the description. And of course, here's the thought process behind this, because when you place the $250 non-refundable deposit, at least you're in line for a Tesla Model Y. You're not like committed to buying one until like you get to an actual VIN assigned to your account with a credit application and everything. So if you're going to be buying a Tesla Model Y, it doesn't hurt to kind of throw in an order at the moment just to get in line, because at least Tesla will then try and get you a vehicle. But I would not do it if you're trying to play that strategy if you're in like California or Texas, because I just had a friend throw in a order for a Model Y rear-wheel drive, and I mean that's the most in-demand Tesla vehicle, and they got a VIN shortly after, a week later. So it seems like some markets they're getting vehicles to people a lot sooner than other ones. And of course, quick recap on all the different incentives for Model 3. We got free upgrade or one free upgrade upgrade for eligible inventory. That's case by case basis. I mean, I haven't had anybody try to ask for that, but it seems like they're just kind of throwing those on random vehicles based upon maybe how old they are, just to try and clear them. Of course, the $7,500 federal tax credit, that's the big one. You must take delivery by the end of September 30th. And of course, 0% financing for the Model 3 for 60 months if you buy full self-driving or transfer it, or 2.49% if you don't. I know a lot of you out there want the maximum discount for your Tesla. Well, don't forget about your current vehicle as well and where you're selling it. Please do not trade in your current vehicle to Tesla. They are notorious for giving you the lowest value. That's why we've partnered with GiveMeTheVin.com, with which they want to get you the maximum value for your vehicle. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. You can enter in your information really quickly with the vehicle. And what's really cool with Give Me the VIN is that they partner you up with one of their consultants to work with you on trying to buy your vehicle. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. But certainly plenty of incentives out there. Lease for $299, lease a Model 3 Performance for $699. Of course, Model 3 Performance has free exterior and interior colors. And then as we jump to the Model Y, not as many incentives, and maybe this is a sign that they'll start to pull back. But the first one that I could really only see them pulling back is the one free upgrade on eligible inventory. They'll probably just make that non-existent for rear-wheel drives. And I bet they, if anything, bring that back as we get to September. More so, I think we see more heavier inventory discounts specifically like $3,000 to $4,000 on Model Y all-wheel drive. And so that's why I've been really stressing this calculation between like rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive. You should really do the math to see if it actually makes a lot of sense between the two. I mean, yesterday we talked about like all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive, and it's funny, some people were trying to like go back and forth on this, and actually one person said like, hey, fact check this with Grok, and Grok actually took, stood behind me and actually said a lot of these different claims are accurate based on current data, July 2025. Model Y rear-wheel drive is $4,000 cheaper. Of course, federal tax credit is also ending. All-wheel drive often has inventory discounts $1,000 to $2,000, and all-wheel drive holds better resale value. Forums report 5 to 10% higher. Insurance, all-wheel drive may be slightly cheaper in some areas due to perceived safety, but varies by insurer, which obviously, of course, and more all-wheel drive in inventory, aiding to quick delivery for credit deadline. And so that's where really well, like if you're looking for the longest range, if you want the cheapest, you're paying cash, then of course that makes the most sense. And if you find a good deal on a rear-wheel drive, because we're still seeing like some of them $1,000 to $2,000 off, which is really nice to see. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Here is another concept of the Model Y affordable. This is interesting because they cut the same light bar, but then they kind of just blacked it out and then just added headlights on the sides. And I mean, this is essentially like what the Model 3, like what the old Model 3 is to the old Model Y. If we take the new Model 3, the new Model 3 Highland, and morphed it into a affordable Model Y, which could potentially be what could be happening here in the near future. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Tesla, or you're about to buy your Tesla. Did you know that it comes with 0 accessories? Seriously, not even a phone mount. But don't worry, we've got you covered. In my opinion, there's a few must-haves that every Tesla owner should get, like a phone mount so your phone doesn't fly off during acceleration, a center console organizer because without it, you're going to lose a bunch of stuff, and my newest favorite, an invisible underscreen station mount from Jowa, a great place to store sunglasses. And all of these accessories plus more you can get from our partner Jowa. And you know these accessories are good because I actually use all of their stuff. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, you can save some money and support the channel as well. But Jowa doesn't stop at just the basics. They've got a wireless game controller that fits perfectly in the glove box, a portable air compressor for peace of mind on those long road trips, and even an electric scooter, because why walk from the superchargers or level 2 chargers? So not only will you save some money by using our promo code down below in the description, you can also get free shipping on orders over $120. So definitely check it out, link down below in the description. Thank you to Jowa for partnering with us on this channel, and let's get on to the next topic.